Golfers, welcome back to the channel. The topic for this video, it's a really interesting one and I'm sure that all of you can benefit from learning it. And the subject is going to be how to get the ball from a fairway bunker and manage to send the ball onto the green with one shot. Before we get on with the subject, I want to quickly let you know that we finally launched our website. And on the website, you can find all the details you need in order to book your online golf lessons with me and to make sure that you finally start to improve your game at the rate that you want. Now, let's get back into that bunker and let's see how to get that ball onto the green with one shot. First thing first, in a fairway bunker, we're gonna need to find out what club to use. So for me, I have 112 meters, which is normally my gap wedge. But because of this shot, we're gonna have to always take one club extra. And instead of using my gap wedge, I'm gonna use my pitching wedge. And that's gonna provide me with enough power to get the ball all the way onto the green. Now, on this position, we're gonna have to adjust a few simple things in order to increase the angle of attack, which is gonna help us to create the contact first with the golf ball and then with the sand. In this type of shot, the biggest issue I see with players is that they manage somehow to always hit the sand before the golf ball. And in that case, the golf ball is just gonna come out just on the fairway and then they have to hit one more shot. So, let's see how we're gonna take the setup. I want you to place the ball a bit further back in the stance. So for me, a pitching wedge would be somewhere in the middle. I'm just gonna go a bit more back. Now, really key aspect is that the lead foot is gonna dig into the sand and the trail foot is gonna stay as high on the sand as possible. And in this way, we try to tilt our bodies onto the lead side to increase the steepness of the club during the downswing. So I have front foot into the sand. Now I'm gonna put a bit more weight on the front side. And in this way, I'm gonna make sure again that I increase that angle of attack. All these things, we try to create a setup where our angle of attack is gonna be steeper and the low point of the swing is gonna be somewhere really after the golf ball, about 6 to 8 centimeters. In this way, we know for sure that we're gonna collect the ball clean and then we're gonna hit into the sand. So front foot is in the sand, weight is forward, handle it's forward. And now there's one more thing I want you to think when you make the swing. Instead of making a backswing where you hinge your wrists, I want you to make a backswing where you feel like you use no wrist action. In this way, we're gonna increase the percentage of hitting the ball first and then the sand. So let's see how all these things are going to work out and let's see how they are going to help me to strike this ball clean and send it all the way onto the green. Before we go onto the green and see exactly how far the ball flew, I want you to provide you with a bit of an insight on why we don't want to use the wrists too much into this shot. By taking the setup position again, just make sure you dig your left foot, weight stays forward. If in case you use your wrists, you might go with too much angle and your brain is gonna feel that it's gonna top the ball. So in that way, you're gonna start to unload the club a bit too early, which might make you to catch the sand before the golf ball. But if you go in the backswing where you feel there's no hinge wrist, then your brain is gonna actually encourage you to increase a bit the angle in the downswing and then it's gonna release it somewhere after the ball over there. And in this way, we guarantee contact with the ball first and then with the sand. And in this way, the club is gonna make its job and he's gonna send the golf ball onto the green with only one shot. Now, let's see exactly where those balls flew onto the green. Here we are next to the green and as you can see, I have 2 golf balls on the green. I hit 2 shots because the second ball was hit when I was recording the motion with the app that traces the ball flight through the air, and that ball was that one. So by not hinging the wrists in the backswing and presetting the body in that position that I just told you is going to help you to make contact with the ball first, which is imperative into a bunker, especially fairway bunker. Now, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave us a comment, and I will see you next week at the Solution Golf.